Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the weekend edition of the Native News Update. It's Friday, October 5th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryTV.com. And here's the news for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. The Cherokee Nation has been awarded Tribal Destination of the Year by the American Indian Alaska Native Tourism Association. The award was presented during an inaugural Soaring Stars and Infinite Skies silent auction and awards ceremony on September 25th in Billings, Montana. Principal Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Bill John Baker, has said that the achievements of the Cherokee Nation are based on its cultural, historical, natural, and recreational resources, and that their success further strengthens Oklahoma as a top tourist destination in the nation and provides a much-needed economic benefit to communities throughout the state. The Cherokee Nation Tourism Program was created in 2007 to help preserve and promote Cherokee history and culture. The endeavor has formed one of the most authentic and comprehensive Native American programs within the United States. The nation offers cultural tours and events and operates museums, historic sites, gift shops, and welcome centers, all supported by a one-of-a-kind interpretive program that shares a global Cherokee story. The U.S. Department of Education announced the award of 4 competitive grants totaling nearly $2 million to tribal education agencies under the State Tribal Educational Partnership Program. These grants will help to increase the role of tribal education agencies in the education of American Indian and Alaska Native students to meet the unique educational and cultural needs of those students and to improve their academic achievement. Drawing from input received at regional tribal consultations, the Obama administration included in its Elementary and Secondary Education Act reauthorization proposal a pilot authority that would elevate the role of tribal education agencies. The department's fiscal year 2012 congressional appropriation provided funding for the department to create a pilot competition to include the role of tribal education departments in the education of students attending schools on the tribe's reservation. The 4 groups that received this year's grants include the Nez Perce Tribe, the Navajo Nation Dene Department of Education, the Chickasaw Nation, and the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla. For more information on the STEP pilot program, you can check out www.ed.gov/program/STEP. In the Dakota language, Bedote is generally defined as a place where 2 bodies of water meet. One particular site at the junction of the Mississippi and the Minnesota rivers in the middle of Minneapolis and St. Paul is sacred to the Dakota people, since to them it is the center of the world, the place where, according to some, Dakota life began. A unique educational tool intended for all ages, but especially targeted toward educators and students, the newly released Dakota Memory Map is a unique partnership between the Minnesota Humanities Center and Allies Media Art. Dakota Memory Map, which includes a website and other resources, is an introduction to some traditional Dakota sites in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. The website includes maps with place names in Dakota and English and several compelling videos, plus an audio glossary so that visitors can learn how to pronounce several Dakota words and phrases. You can check out the site at bedotememorymap.org. Ubisoft's Mammoth Action Adventure series returns after a stretch of several sequels for Assassin's Creed 2 and its Italian star, Ezio. Creed 3 follows new assassin Connor Kenway, a half English and half Native American who finds himself caught in the midst of an American Revolution. The Assassin Templar War continues as Kenway encounters historical figures from the era such as George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and King George III, with a story that spans over 30 years of Connor's life. Players will explore colonial America in the 17th century, checking both the cities of Boston and New York. The colonial frontier will allow players to explore the wilderness and take part in hunting.
I have known true freedom. I have known a world of peace and remarkable spirit. A world which was taken from me. I was told you could train me.
Welcome to the Assassins.
Kanandoko, is the village all right?
Men came. They forced us to leave.
You must refuse.
Let me tell you something, Kala. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
In your haste to save the world, take care you don't destroy it.
Assassin's Creed 3 makes use of real people and places that existed during the American Revolution, and according to Ubisoft, every person that dies in the game also died during the war. The game is set for release on October 31st for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PC, and is a launch title for the Nintendo Wii U console, which arrives November 30th. Native American actor Gil Birmingham appeared on the new CBS mystery drama Vegas. The TV pilot premiered on September 25th. Vegas, set in Las Vegas, Nevada during the 1960s, stars Dennis Quaid, Michael Chitlis, and Carrie-Anne Moss. Gil Birmingham portrays the character of Don Simmons, who is a friend of Ralph Lamb, portrayed by Dennis Quaid. Don helps Ralph investigate a murder in the Nevada desert. The 2012 fall TV season has begun, and according to overnight TV ratings, Vegas nabbed 14.7 million viewers. It can be seen every Tuesday night on CBS. Birmingham is best known for his portrayal of Billy Black in the popular movie franchise, The Twilight Saga. Currently, he is working on the Disney film The Lone Ranger, playing the war chief, Red Knee. The Western action flick stars Johnny Depp as Tonto and Armie Hammer in the title role of the Lone Ranger. The film is set for release in July of 2013, and Disney has released its first trailer, giving fans a sneak peek of this highly anticipated film.
Show you something. From the time of Alexander the Great, no man could travel faster than the horse that carried him. Not anymore. Imagine time and space under the mastery of man. Power that makes emperors and kings look like fools. Whoever controls this controls the future.
There come a time, Kimosabe, when good man must wear a mask.
And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and have a grand day.